Do 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 do. I should have some music on. I really should have some music on. I don't have any music on. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Robin. We will start in just a couple minutes. Let's see if we can get some folks on here. Hey, it's Miss Tyra. We are going to go ahead and get started. It's 2 minutes after. I like to give people a little bit more time, but I have recognized that, 7 o'clock is power hour in most families like mine. This is the first time in a very long time that my house is quiet while going live. It's usually my kids, my husband, my grandkids, everybody's here. Hey, husband. But today it's just me, so I get to be as loud as I want without feeling distracted or hoping that you don't hear all of the things that's going on in the background. But happy Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Yes, Wednesday. I hope you all had an amazing day. We have made it to day 17 of the Start Scared 30-day journal of faith over fear. If you have not ordered your journal yet, it is on Amazon. You can also order direct from me. The link is in my bio, and I will send you a special note. A personalized note, and I'll sign it for you as well. But I'm hoping that you get your journal, because the beautiful thing is after September, while I may not go live with you every day, I may pop in some days, and you also have it. And there's some great prompts in here just to kind of get you going. It's important also to note that the replays of the lives will be located on my Instagram page at Chit Chat with Nott. The reason that we aren't going live from Chit Chat with Nott is because I don't have enough followers there yet. But let me tell you what, they are creeping up, because consistency matters. And so because of the consistency of meeting with you all daily, I appreciate you all. It is increasing my numbers, and people are beginning to follow me more, and they can see the messages. So if whether or not you have a book, you still can work with me, but I hope that you get the book, because like I said, there are some really good prompts in here, and if you can't make it one day, it's always nice to have your actual book so that you can see the various prompts for your journaling. So okay, day 17, start where you are. So my mantra: start scared, start broke, start all the things, but most important, just start where you are. Do not wait. Sometimes we get stuck in waiting for that very perfect moment. We talk about more money, more time, more clarity, more support. But the truth is, there is no perfect moment. Your perfect place to begin is right where you are. And with what you have right now. You remember in the Bible when Moses was called, he questioned his ability, and he was worried that he didn't have what he needed to help him fight. But God said, use what's in your hand. In his hand was a staff, and he was able to part the Red Sea. That's it, because he had faith, which was yesterday, and he used what he had. So maybe for you, it's your notebook and your ink pen, or it's your voice. It's your small circle of influence, and those are all the spaces for me. I literally just got off the phone with a friend of mine because I have an opportunity, but I needed to talk through it a little bit. Not because I needed her to convince me that I could do it, but it's a professional peer. She's a friend, but she's also a professional peer who was able to help unpack it a little bit. So that's my circle of influence. And there was a time when I used my circle of influence so much because of where I was. But now I'm at a different place and they can use me. But the pen and the paper, your journal and your pen to get those thoughts out. Your voice, you telling your story, you asking for what you want. Okay, how about that? You shooting your shot. That's all. You using your voice to create opportunities that you want. That is what I'm talking about when I say start where you are. Start with what you have. Start scared. Start, use your faith. So that's what I'm talking about. So don't underestimate the little. Starting where you are just means that you are honoring what God has already placed in you. Starting where you are doesn't mean you'll stay there. So wherever you are, you're like, I'm not ready for this. I can't do this. That doesn't mean that you will stay there. That just means that it's your launching pad and that you are to take that one faithful step so that you can reach increase. Does that make sense? If so, drop me a heart, please. Okay. So your reflection and your reflection time for your journal. Some things that you can write down. Where do you feel unprepared, and how is that keeping you from getting started? That's one question I want you to ask. What's already in your hand that you can use today? Because some of y'all having financial issues know how to cook and bake. Or y'all have a Cricut and ain't made nothing. Or you have a skill for editing and nobody knows it. Does that sound familiar to anybody? What small action can you take this week to move you closer to what you've been called to do? Okay? So I named some of those things, but what is it that you could use right now? Okay? So again, those reflections are, where do you feel unprepared, and how is that keeping you from starting? What's already in your hand that you can use today? What small action can you take this week to move you closer to what you're called to do? Okay? Please take a moment and lean into those questions, because I'm going to tell you what, your breakthrough does not come from waiting. It comes from starting. And if you need to hear those again, hey, Day, they're going to be posted on my Chit Chat with Nott page. But yes, please lean into those reflections and those questions so that you can get moving. All right? That's all I have. So again, where do you feel unprepared? So a story. I had an event coming up and I needed some shirts made, and I did try to utilize somebody else because of time. I just didn't feel like it. But y'all, when I tell you I have everything. So I said, we ain't doing this. I went to the store. I wasn't aware that shirts were just $2.99. So I went to the store and got my shirts, and then I made the shirts that I wanted with my Cricut and all that. Okay? So again, that's just a reminder that it was in my hand, it was in my house. I was able to utilize what I already had to get me what I needed. And when I went to the event, they were excited to see. They weren't expecting the shirts, they were just expecting the journals. So just something to think about. And just so as we journey with the day, please journal that. And then also remember that I will be at an event called Rooted and Written on September 28th here in Columbus, Ohio. The registration link it's posted on my Chit Chat with Nott page. But that is an opportunity for you to meet with there's three of us, and we're all from Springfield, Ohio, and our journeys have put us in position to come together again. And then there's also coaching opportunities. I have coaching clients now, and coaching opportunities are available just to get you to that next level of maybe leadership or personal growth. This is your chance to get, support, strategy, and accountability. And of course, I'm booking speaking engagements. So if you know of anybody who is looking for someone to speak, a school, a church, an organization that needs a message about faith or resilience or leadership or confidence, please connect them to me. And like always, I certainly appreciate you taking the time out on an evening when you are with your family to meet with me. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I cannot wait to unpack the next journal prompt with you. Take care, stay authentic, and start scared. Alrighty, bye-bye.